Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Um, as part of my speech today, I'll make a brief introduction about water. Like water, we use it all the time, right? And yet, many people have never stopped to think, how come we know exactly the composition of water? It's only hydrogen and oxygen, yet we cannot create it, or we don't create it, right? 60% of our body at an average is composed of water. I myself, for my time, being from Haiti, for the entirety of my time, of my life, I have lived next to water. And I moved here, I also live next to water. Actually, the Pacific Ocean is the biggest water body in the world. During COVID, I decided I wanted to learn to swim. And my goal, among many others, was to conquer the Pacific Ocean. Yes, I know. COVID craziness. As I am training and going through, making steps, strategizing, I was inspired and wanted to learn from swimmers, especially accomplished swimmers. As it's doing my research, reading, thinking I am, what's his name again? Who is the best swimmer in the world? Can't remember his name. I came across Diana Nyad. Diana Nyad, for those who may not know, is a woman who was swimming 110 miles, the 110 miles from Cuba to Florida, swimming. And best of all, she was in her 60s. I know, impressive. When I learned that, I dived in, learning everything about Nayad. I learned actually she was a long distance swimmer. However, she hasn't even put foot in a pool for 30 years. 30 years. When she decided to go back, and she's always had that dream to cross the Atlantic Ocean from Cuba to Florida. Once she decided to do it, to actually do it, she was already 60, right? And this is, we're talking about the Atlantic Ocean. It's a water filled with sharks, with so many dangerous animals. Among one of them is jellyfish, which she is also, what's the word again? Allergic to. That was not going to be an easy fit. One thing she made it, spoiler alert, when she made it, she finally made it from Cuba swimming to Florida. She said three things as she reaches shore. One, she said, we should never, ever give up. Number two, you are never too old to chase your dreams. Number three, it looks like a solitary sport, but it is a team sport. That last one especially resonated with me. The reason is because even though she was in the pool, she was the one doing the work, she had a team of 35 people. One of them were her best friend, who also played the role of her coach. As I read further, I learned that actually all of these 35 people never believed she could make it. Even her best friend, and they all told her she's crazy, that it's never been done. She would have to battle sharks and deluge. When any mistake, she might end up in the wrong side of the world, even ended up in Africa, right? So many things. And yet, they all came together and supported her. sometimes at great cost to themselves, right? One of them in particular, who that was the captain who was helping navigate with navigation so that she didn't get lost with the wind and all of that. He actually received a prognostic from his doctor that he was dying. And yet he still went and do that with her instead of other things like staying with his family or remembering the great memories of his life. What other people he would have been best doing? Now, all of the reasons why I'm telling you guys this is because what is your dream? What is that one thing that you would like to do, you've never done? You haven't started yet. What Nayad's story tells us is that it is okay. It's not too late. Doesn't matter what's in your water, right? As long as you have three things. You have the dream, the resilience, the discipline. You can keep yourself accounted. But the most importantly, if you have people around you whose beliefs in you are stronger than their doubts, you can accomplish anything. So go and live your dream. I still have here to conquer the Pacific Ocean. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.